If David Fairman is visiting with us and it's October, there's one of two things it could be. Limb collection, we've already had that. Leaf collection, I'm guessing it's leaves. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Todd. Yes, it is leaves.
Leaf collection at Indiana Borough.
We're going to start today.
Oh, yeah.
We are starting today. There is a few piles out there. Get my crew acclimated with the equipment again. And we'll run a clockwise route through the borough, starting in the 4th Ward, which is in the northwest corner of the borough. We'll do 4th Ward, 1st Ward, 2nd Ward, 3rd Ward. We run that route continuously through the leaf collection process. I don't have my guys go off a route. It just makes things too complicated and not as efficient. So we'll be starting today. And hopefully we get out and shake some trees so these leaves fall and we're not out here till Christmas.
Okay, so what do folks have to do?
Just rake them between the curb and the sidewalk where we can reach them with the leaf vac. Mm-hmm. They're vacked into the truck, and all those leaves are transported to the Indiana County Solid Waste Authority for composting.
There you go. And, of course, you don't want limbs and other stuff.
No limbs, just leaves only. The limbs will clog up the machine. That's why I did a limb collection the week of the 7th.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, so just rake them up. You don't have to bag them up.
Don't bag them up. Just rake them up between the curb and the sidewalk and some people don't have a curb, but rake them out towards the curb, and we will back them up and finish cleaning up with the street sweeper.
It's pretty simple.
Pretty simple.
Yeah. Now, I know in past years you've pretty much been done by Thanksgiving.
That's always the goal, but we'll see how quick they fall. Last year was 153.5 ton of leaves.
Really?
That's how many we collected, yes.
Well, it's probably about that number every year, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty close to that number every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, 150, 180.
So you suck them up and take them over to the recycling center, and they pretty soon, and next spring, they'll turn up in somebody's garden.
Yes, they will.
That's the plan.
Yeah, that's the plan.
That's the plan. Okay, so
that's nature at work.
Starting today, and if you said you start in the 4th Ward, but you make the whole route every single time, don't you?
We make the whole route. Yes, we start in the 4th Ward and continue that route. You know, this time of the year, there's not a lot of leaves out. We'll get around the route fairly quickly.
Yeah.
As the leaves pile up, we slow down because it just takes more to pick them up. But that is the route we will run. You know, if we're in the 4th Ward, we know we're going to the 1st Ward next.
Yeah. You generally like to have those leaves nice and dry, but we're not suggesting people get out there and blow dry them.
Yeah, the machine will suck them up.
The machine will get them for you. Okay, so that is starting today. Very good.
Yes, it is.
What else is going on in the borough? Anything we need to know about?
The water company contractor is done installing the main line replacements that were scheduled for this year. So at least that's one less contractor we have on the streets of the borough. Mm-hmm. They still need to do the final connections, moving the connections from the old water line to the new water line. That is done with Pennsylvania American Water staff, not a contractor. But the contractor is done putting in main line. He has some restoration to do, concrete, asphalt stuff, but the water line's in place. All
right. And you, meanwhile, are getting ready for the winter season and piling in the salt, I would assume?
I am. The salt is ordered. I expect it any day now. I mean, I got a half a bin sitting there, so it's not a concern right now. The salt spreaders have been placed on all the trucks except for the big truck I use for the leaf collection.
Yeah. Okay. And the plows are
ready.
Out?
Yeah, they're ready. You know, we had some rainy days, and that's good rainy day work.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So there you go. And of course, it's not that season yet, but when it comes, obviously, you'd like for folks to be cognizant of the fact there are plows out on the roads, and if they can keep their car off of it, why, then that's a good
please,
idea.
Yes. If you can utilize your off-street parking, please do so. Makes it much easier for my operators.
There you go. All right. And
one last thing, always be cognizant of our workers on the streets, whether it be my guys or PennDOT or Township or whoever.
Absolutely. Very good. Thank you, David.
Thank you.
He's Dave Fairman, Indiana Borough. So there you go. Indiana Borough residents, you can start raking your leaves out to the street level where the truck can get to them, suck them up, and you don't even have to bag them. How about that?
Yep.
It's the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, AM 1160 and 101.1 FM.